The Love Circle's mission is to create a space that promotes holistic healing by spreading wisdom. In our circle, we believe that there is freedom in knowing your purpose, and to heal our community, we start by healing ourselves, building relationships, and sharing wisdom. The Love Circle's mission is to create a space that promotes holistic healing by spreading wisdom.
All right.
What if I told you you were beautiful? What if I told you that you mattered? What if I told you that less is more? What if I told you that the price you paid to be yourself, your own beautiful self, has been paid? There's no fame or fortune great enough to pay it all, but somehow it was paid. What if I told you that regardless of your past failures and blemishes, you are the greatest creation known to man, and there is no one or anything with the power to strip you of it but you? What if I told you that you are who you are because God made you? He made you in his image and his likeness, and because of this, you are perfect. Every blemish, every curve, and every stretch mark, you are the most beautiful creation. Or have you forgotten? What if I told you you are daughters of a king and you should be treated as such, and anyone that sees you as less doesn't deserve you? What if I told you that all things that were once lost can be regained, you can be forgiven, and all things restored? What if I told you that you were beautiful? What if I told you that you were perfect? What if I told you that God loves you? What if I told you I love you? What if I told you?
God, girl, you got me teared up. And I'm just thinking, like, I felt all that at the time of my life. And that's what, like, I was just telling the story that I had the idea of the Lotus House written in a journal for years. And I didn't, part of it because I was scared and I was nervous, but I was still healing stuff where I wasn't ready to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Hearing your poem, I'm just like, all right.
No, it's fine.
Hearing your poem, I felt all that because I felt like I couldn't get past all of this. Now that I've gotten to a much stronger place, don't get me wrong, I'm healing every day. I don't pretend that, oh, I'm above this. No. Yeah. Girl, last week was a damn mess. This week was beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
But you feel all of that because it's like, oh my God, when am I going to be able to get to a stronger place?
Yeah. But see, that's the thing, not to cut you off, but what has been drilling in my head these past couple of weeks, it's not stronger. You are strong now. Look at where you came from. You built strength over time. This is just extra muscle that's adding to your repertoire, baby. That's it.
Yes.
That's it. Like, we forget where we came from. Like, I gotta find the picture because I can't remember the exact word. I want to say it was courage or something. Be brave. That's what it said. When I was homeless, I was still working at TJ Maxx. I'm still in school. I'm like still hanging out with my friends. My people at the job still didn't know that I'm homeless. Most of my friends didn't know. But when I would get off of work or get out of class or practice or something, I would go straight to Salvation Army. The very first day that I got there, I was on it's bunk beds in there. So I climb on the bed and I'm getting ready to go to sleep. And I got anxiety because I'm like, it's so many different people in here. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know who they are. I don't know anything. And I look up and it's a painting that says, be brave.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, it's that strength that you already have. It's that reminder that even though this time is different, I've always had the strength within me.
Yes.
I've always had the power, and I did it before. God did it before with me and for me. Mm-hmm. Why could we not do it against this time? What's different? The other day I went to Dollar Tree and this old lady gets in front of me and she has 3 kids, 3 little boys. And my first instinct was, Now she know I was here first. Why she get in front of me? So I'm looking at her with an attitude. And she's in front of me and she finally turns around and she was like, hey, how you doing? Good. So she turns back around and she sees Sabali on my chest because I wear her. And she was like, oh, such a beautiful baby. And she tells the little boys to turn around and look at Sabali. So they turn around, and this is how innocent children are. And they are the change that we need. And we need to start listening to them. But they turn around and they start talking to Sabali. And then one of the little boys, he turns around and he says, what's her name? The youngest. He said, what's her name? And I said, her name is Sabali. So he tells me about all of his toys, and I'm trying to be mad at his grandma. And he just want to talk to me. Yeah. So he's telling me about all of his toys and how him and his brothers play with his toys. And the brothers are talking to me. And I asked him how old he was, and he said he was 5. Mm-hmm. So he's going on and on about these toys or whatever that he has. And then he says, yeah, one of my brothers broke my toy. And he was like, oh, no, I didn't mean to break it. He was like, yeah, we stay up all night. Now, I say all of this to say, God has been speaking the word courage in my ear for like maybe 2-3 weeks. And I've been ignoring it. So one of the brothers was going through the little, you know how they had the stuff in the aisles at Dollar Tree? Well, in most stores. But so in the little container were little rocks and they had words on them. So he says, oh, this one says courage.
I figure out. Oh. Wow.
It's always that constant reminder of strength that you always had. Yes. You just got to find it. You just got to find it again. Remember to get your foot in bed. Yeah. It's different this time, yes. And I'm speaking to myself because we've been going through stuff too. Mm-hmm. And some days, like when I just quit my job in Savannah, because like I've never had a job where an employer messed with me so much, not even mess with me, but talk to people so badly that it messed with my ego, it messed with my emotion. Like when I say I was depressed when I left there, because I had never had anybody talk to me like that. And it made me revert back to when I got bullied as a kid. So it was like really a rattling moment for me. So with everything that we have had going on and then me dealing with that emotionally, like to see the word courage after it's been yelled in my ear for so long, it's just that constant reminder of strength.
Yes. Yes.
You always have it in you. Mm-hmm. You always have it in you.
Yes. Yeah. The girl is not expecting to cry. Like, couple questions you want to ask.
Yeah. You can still ask questions though.
That's, the things I want to. I just was saying that I wanted it to flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
The people had on their mind. That's why I was like, when you were saying this might be all, like, no, just go, because it's needed. Whatever you needed just was needed. You know what I mean? That poem, girl, was needed. Yeah, I love that. Are you still writing poetry books? Like, are you still publishing them?
So I do have my second book of poetry. Like, it's coming together slowly. But I haven't been writing because I've been producing so much. Like I've been focusing so much on the self-care stuff and creating planners and like because I really want us to take care of ourselves. And I really like that's my heart. So I've been pouring so much into that. Like, okay, Light. I've been pouring so much into that. Like I haven't really been. Huh?
That was the ancestors right there. That's what I'm
like. Listen, sister girl, get it together. You got stuff to do. Yes, ma'am. I hear you. But that's crazy. That is a sign. Cause I just It's a sign because I literally was going through all of my notes on my phone last night. And I was like, I have a whole bunch of content that I need to put out. But also, I was reading the poems for the second book, and I was like, dang, that's all I got.
But it's gonna flow.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I felt like the lights cutting off was the sign that it was gonna flow.
This has been a beautiful conversation. I hate to say it so professional. It's like, no, we need to just be ourselves. You know what I mean?
Like be you.
Yeah.
That's one thing, like, I've learned over the years, like, hold on.
You're fine.
I've learned over the years that I've tried so much, so many times to show up how other people wanted how other people wanted me. I've been the professional, dressy. I've been the try to wear heels. You're not gonna get me to wear no makeup though. But I've tried to be so many different people for so many different people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those versions of me were never me. So now that I know me, if I can't come to your place of employment with my head wrapping my earrings, and if I want to wear faded beauty apparel, it's not the place for me. If I can't talk about self-care and how you need to let these people take 2 days out of each month to take care of themselves, it's not the place for me.
It's not. And to be honest, to even get to that place was saying this is not the place for you. It helps the self-healing.
Yeah.
It took the whole entire journey, because a lot of us was that. Trying to be somebody else, and it's just like, I was like, I feel so empty.
Yeah, working 12-hour shifts back to back. And you gotta, like, when I got my first apartment, I was working at Savannah State Police Department, and we were short-staffed, so I had to do 12-hour shifts. I had just got my apartment, and I didn't even get to enjoy it. Like, I'm always at work. How do I ever get the chance to enjoy it? Yeah. You paying for a house that you can't even stay in. Yeah, and that's what I wanted us, like, that's when I learned I was going from surviving to thriving, because I realized, yes, I need this job, but not at the expense of me living my life. Hell, that's the reason why I took the damn job in the first place. But I can't even enjoy the life that I'm funding. Like, make it make sense to me.
And you know what? Do that, I feel like your body is going to tell you, because I've been through that, and I don't really get sick like that. But I felt myself getting sick. I'm like, well, what is going on?
Stress.
Not taking your time for you.
Giving to so many people, and your cup ain't filled.
That's so true. Yeah. But this has been beautiful,
girl.
To bring on, and I know this is not going to be our last conversation.
Definitely not.
Definitely have more conversations on the Lotus House, but how can people find you? You know, I know you have the Love Circle podcast. What are some other ways people can find you?
You can stream the Love Circle podcast on any of your favorite streaming platforms. We're also on YouTube under BU. I don't know. I'm just learning how to do all of this stuff, but I think it's just BU, or it might be BU444. So look for either or. And we're on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So for BU is BU1608. And then my personal is CDRTHOMPSON4 on everything. Oh, TikTok as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and under all my profiles, I have my link tree, so it has everything that the products and everything that I sell, the services and all that. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, those shirts are beautiful. I love your shirts.
Thank you, girl.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming aboard. This has been a wonderful conversation here at the Lotus House, and this will not be our last conversation, because I enjoyed this so much. We laughed, we cried.
Yeah.
But everything felt good, you know?
Yeah.
Did you have any last words to say?
Drink your water, drink your tea, be your dope and amazing self, and fill your cup before you fill anybody else's. I love y'all. That's it.
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
All right, love.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hey, hey. What the baby say?